Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they are all located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. I have to say before we start, there has been a little bit of a blockage of energy right here, and so we're just going to be spending a little bit of time on the singing bowl, clearing the energy blockage for you, Leo. So really just sit back, relax, and let this energy become a part of you, because that is what Spirit is saying that is needed. So take a nice deep breath in, exhale whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity, cleansing the air around you, the energy around you. Blockage around your heart chakra and your throat chakra. All right. And let's let the bowl sing. Where we look at the tarot. I haven't had that happen before, that intense feeling and the silent ringing of the singing bowl. So that's very interesting. Let's see what the cards have to say. Very interesting energy is around you. Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. And let's see what your chakra energy has to say. I'm very curious about this. Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Let me move my camera back just a bit. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we have here the heart chakra. Not surprised that came up first, because I was feeling such tightness around the the heart chakra going up into the throat chakra. So by embracing your heart chakra, by embracing play, by embracing joy, by letting yourself be a bit more free, this is really going to help increase your productivity in life, your positivity in life, your joy, your happiness, your beauty, your peace. It really does move you forward in the most exquisite way. Play is what they say here is needed. That sense of release, that sense of joy, that sense of beauty coming in, and the embracing of play within your life. And just making time for it. You know, we sit there and we think, oh, everything has to have a purpose. Everything, every moment has to have a, guiding towards something more. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it can just be letting joy and letting beauty into your life. And that's what your chakra energy is really saying you need at this time. A release from the negativity, a release from the fears and the doubts and the angers and the upsets, and an embrace of joy and of play. And then we have self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. You have gut feels for things, and things are coming into alignment. It's kind of like as you let yourself express yourself more freely, as you let yourself embrace your power, embrace your understanding, there is this sense of self-mastery that comes forward. There is a sense of things falling into alignment. There is an energy around you. You'll really feel it within your hands. Okay, I just feel this tingling within my hands right now. And there's this sense of being really good with your hands, of having things like being able to sculpt things in a way that is really quite beautiful for you. It doesn't mean that you have to be a sculptor. It means that this is how Spirit is showing me that you create and cultivate things within your life. There is a sense of expression, there is a sense of beauty, and there's a sense of a loving touch around you. This then leads you to spiritual awakening with your crown chakra. This is very powerful. You know, your crown chakra is your thoughts and your mind. And it's also, how do you crown you? You know, it's such a beautiful imagery to just sit back for a moment and say, what crown do I wear? What do I desire? You know, how do I embrace and bless my life and myself? Is it through joys and beauty? Is it through, not being enough? Is my crown beautiful, or is it tarnished? And just take a moment, and it doesn't matter what your crown looks like right now, because it can always be repaired. It can always be, polished. It can always be that beautiful crown, that royal crown that makes your breath, kind of catch, that is just absolutely stunning. You can be crowned like that. And people, though they wouldn't see you, of course, wearing a crown, they will see this change in the energy and in the bearing of you and in the beautiful prosperity of you. And so here with spiritual awakening, there is this sense of divinity and your angels really being connected to you. And then we have psychic development. There is a sense of having tremendous intuition during this time. For some of you, if you're ready along your journey, you can run with that development. For others of you, it's not going to be quite time yet. So this is just having that faith and that trust in your angels, in your spirit guides, as you move forward, to have the blessings that you desire, to move forward in the passion that you want. There is a sense here of opening up the mind and saying, kind of miracles can happen, and our life is filled with little tiny miracles that we overlook every single day. So here it is opening your eyes to this wonder. It is moving forward in a sense of connectivity to the universe and to the world around you, and it's developing yourself psychically, developing yourself intuitively, and really moving forward in that power. Your third eye is really opening. For some of you, you're going to be getting very intense dreams. For others, you're just going to have a really heightened instinct about things. You'll know the person is going to call or text before they do. You'll just have this sense of instincts being around you. Now, the left-hand side here is your inner self. The right-hand side, which is right here, there we go, is the public arena, the public self. And the middle is the heart. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. We have the Five of Cups, which is looking at the hurts, the pains, and the disappointments, instead of turning around and seeing the blessings around you. This is change your mind and change your life. You have the Four of Pentacles right here, which is emotional is my emotional vampire energy card. So there is a sense here of feeling like you need to hold on because people are trying to siphon away your prosperity, your blessings, your bounty, your beauty, and you feel drained, but you're not really always able to know why. And things don't quite move forward as prosperously, all right, financially, as you would want them to, or what you value as much as money. There's some blockage there. You have the Seven of Cups, and this is really focusing on your dreams and what you desire. And as you do so, you open up the world to you. This is the Fool, and this is being able to move forward. This is going after what you desire. This is the path opening, and things are becoming so much more. And then we have the High Priestess, which makes perfect sense. The veil is being lifted from your eyes, and that can be quite intense, and it is going to be quite intense. It plays into psychic development. It also plays into the beauties of the waters that you are seeing behind you, okay, the emotions, the desires that you have. You are moving forward with this sense of being a knight of your heart, a defender of your heart. There are nightmares here, doubts and fears and apprehensions that hold you back, that make you think, oh, I can't do this. The mind gets in the way, and it gets in the way quite a bit during this time. It doesn't let you really embrace this vibrational truth of the High Priestess and of the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Hermit right here, which is Virgo energy, a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. This is going to be very powerful, especially for those of you born on the cusp with Virgo. You can actually have very kind of dual energy, conflicting energy within you as a cusp baby with Virgo, because you have this kind of gregariousness of Leo coming in, this adventurousness, and then the steady planning, cautiousness of Virgo coming forward. And that could pull you into very different directions at times and make you feel as if sometimes the way that you move forward, you can sit there and really beat yourself up and say, oh, I didn't plan things out well enough, or, oh, I wasn't as wise as I should have been. So just be mindful of this. It's very interesting. You move forward in success and in bounty, and there's a need to celebrate yourself. Because you have the Queen of Wands right here, you celebrate you as you embrace this queenly energy that is around you. The Queen of Wands is you in the minor arcana. You're represented by the wands. In the major arcana, you're represented by strength. You have the Two of Wands before you. You're holding the world in your hand, and things aren't quite as overwhelming as they had once been, like the world opening up to you, you moving forward, you looking at things differently. You're sitting here and saying, why not? Instead of, oh no, I can't. And then we have the Death card, the dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. There is something that you're ending here, and it has to do with this vampiric energy, nightmares, doubts, fears, angers, upsets. You have the repeat of the number 9, so you're coming very close to a completion of a cycle, and you are seeing yourself standing your ground and knowing your truth. You have the repeat of the number 2, which is highly creative energy. Coming forward, there is a sense of duality here. There can be duality of personality, but there is also a sense of, sounding boards and, that power, that beauty that moves you forward. Let's see the people who are going to be aiding you during this time. Leo, who are the people who will be aiding Leo? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people who will be aiding Leo? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people who will be aiding Leo? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Awesome. So we have here the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a vibrational energy that really resonates with you. I'm just feeling the vibrations of home. There is a sense of feeling as if this person, and you don't have to know this person in real life. This can be, a book that you read. This could be a podcast that you listen to, or YouTube that you listen to, or something where this energy comes into your life, and it's this vibrational energy of prosperity and bounty and truth and understanding and determination to move forward. And it really speaks to you spiritually and personally and powerfully as you move forward. And there's a sense of making connections that you wouldn't normally have made because of the insights that are coming to you from this person. Then we have the Princess of Pentacles, again, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a person who is a little bit cautious, a little bit worried about things, looking at things in a new light, in a new way, kind of seeing things kind of out with the old, in with the new, a little bit more easily than the queen is, because a princess would be, of course, younger energy than a queen. So the queen might be very kind of based on tradition, and the princess might be sitting there and saying, well, what if we tried it like this? They're not going to be that kind of adventurous, because earth sign energy is more grounded, more stabilized, but it is going to be a sense of like, why not? Why not give it a try? Why not push the barriers? And then we have here the Princess of Wands. So fire sign energy really speaks to you during this time. This is again going to be somebody who's a little bit more ready to kind of push the barriers of things, not as rooted in traditions as other people are, or as maybe an older soul would be. But this is also a person who is going after this new way of embracing passion, of embracing what they desire, of embracing how they want to move forward, what they need, what they want within life, and where they're headed. So this is going to be a person that really speaks to the adventurous nature of you, the kind of, why not give it a shot idea. But this has to do with your passion. This has to do with the reason you get out of bed in the morning. And this is going to be a person who's giving you new insights, new ideas about this. Now, you start off here, and the energy, again, around you while doing the singing bowl was really quite intense, because I even had to turn off my camera. I thought, oh, is the singing bowl just not working? Like, is something wrong? But no, it sang, but every time the camera was on, it sang so softly, and it lost its original, the original sound. So here, there is just this sense of feeling almost as if you're losing your voice at times, as if the weight of everything that has to be done and everything that is needed weighs so heavily upon you that you lose the original vibration of success. You lose the power that you started with. It's kind of like you start off with a gusto, with this beautiful energy around you, and then the doubt, the fear, the negativity starts to come in. And there's a questioning like, can I move forward? Do I know what I want and I need? How am I not going to mess this up? Where is it that I want to be? And you turn around and you need to turn around and start seeing the Two of Cups around you, the healing, beautiful love. And even if that's just from your angels and your spirit guides, even if it is just a simple sense of connecting and understanding and, really becoming one with the energy that is around you and seeing where the negative threads are that are pulling you down. Because with the Four of Pentacles, you have a corruption in the vibrational energy that is around you. All right, it can be an idea that you don't deserve success. This negativity might have been spoken over you, or there was success, once upon a time, and you looked at it and you were like, oh, this is always going to be what propels me forward. I'm always going to be successful. And then you ran into people along the way. You could have had relationships where the person really beat you down, really made you doubt that you could ever have what it is that you wanted from life, have what it is that you needed from life. And so here with the Four of Pentacles, you're looking at yourself and you're reclaiming that energy, because, oh yeah, I could just feel that over my heart chakra, where it's like you're reclaiming this energy, you're reclaiming this power, and it's going right up into your third chakra. It helps you reclaim your voice. And as you are moving forward in this power and in this connection, as you're moving towards something so much greater than you had expected, you are purging yourself of this negative energy, of this sense of I will never, or I could never. And it's like, oh yeah, like hell I am. I am moving towards something so much greater than the negativity that others spoke over me, the anger, the hurt, the pain, the corruption that they made me think was my truth. And this can even be the people, that just kind of like bump into our lives, come in very quickly, very kind of casually, but see the energy and the passion and the power of success that is around you and say, oh, I want that for me. I want that for me. I need that for me. So they look at things and they think, oh, well, I'm going to just take a little bit of energy. And it's kind of like taking a little sip from a cup, right? And I know it's kind of gross to say all these strangers take a little sip of this cup, but soon the cup gets emptied, and soon there's nothing left. So you feel like you have to hold on to what you have so fiercely. It's like being a guard dog, and it's kind of like the people have always kept that dog just slightly too hungry, right? Slightly too hungry to be kind, to be compassionate. And so here it's kind of like, I need to protect this, because if I don't, who will? And it's looking at the energy around you. And seriously, Leo, sit back and see this stem, okay? Starting at your crown, okay? Going, this light coming down from your crown, going all the way down your spine and out the root of you, okay? Out kind of like where your tailbone is. And it connects you to the earth, and it connects you to the sky. It connects you to the dreams, to the ether. It connects you to your rooted self, your natural self, the earthly self. And just see that grounding you. See this beautiful, beautiful golden energy around you. See yourself holding a sword with your angels, okay? Your angels' hands, this time clasped over yours as you wield this sword and as you cut through the universal light, this golden, beautiful light that is around you. And as it cuts through this light, you are centered, okay? You are centered in the quiet and in the expanse that is nothing but everything all at once. And then the light builds around you again. And it builds around you in passion and in beauty, in contentment, and in insights to yourself that says, I am not the pain that once so readily defined me. I am not the angry, negative words that made up my life and myself. Because the corruption, the sewer sludge energy is taken away. And that is going to be really quite beneficial to you during this time, because it moves you towards your dreams and towards your wishes. And here, it's almost as if you're feeling overwhelmed by them. It's kind of like there is the sense of opportunities coming forward. There is a sense of the dreams that we have, right? And we always give our dreams timelines. Like, oh, I'm going to be this or that by the time and when we were a teenager, it's like 21 seems super old. So it could have been 21. It could have been, oh, by this age, by that age. And when we get there, even if it's just subconsciously, and we haven't met those goals, we can be vicious. We can just absolutely eviscerate ourselves. And it's so hard. It's so hard to deal with that, pain, that anger internally, okay? And so here, as we're looking at our dreams, as we're looking at what we desire, because sometimes it's really scary to bring our dreams into the waking world, because they're so precious to us. And it can be our dreams that have gotten us through a really hard time. And now we're sitting there thinking, okay, well, now I have to make that dream a reality. And I really don't want to. It's become so precious to me that I don't want to get it dirtied by the real world. It's kind of like when you look at snow, right? Or when you look at a field of flowers and they haven't been trampled on by people, and it hasn't been, turned that like ashen, icky sludge color by the passing cars. And it's just beautiful and pristine. One is snow, of course, one is the field of flowers. And then it gets all trampled over, or it gets all corrupted. It gets turned that icky gray-black color that's by the side of the road. Whereas before it seemed serenely beautiful. And that's what we think of with our dreams. It's like, if I bring this into the waking world, how will it be destroyed? And how will it be hurt? And you might not know that you're even thinking that. But it can be something that is a very powerful deterrent to living part of your truth. And what if you took it slow? What if you didn't sit there and think, okay, I have to do all of this all at once? But you took it slow. You kind of tipped your toe into the water and said, what does that feel like? What is this dream like for me? The first place that we start embracing our dreams, embracing our powers, embracing our purpose is within our mind. So it's looking at your mind and yourself, and it's seeing yourself be there. It's the difference between dreaming and manifesting. And so as you start to put yourself in your dreams, as you start to have them become realities within your mind, when is the point that you can start seeing them become part of this waking world? When is it that you can start to see yourself empowered and emboldened by them? And as you turn to that realization, and as you work on that realization, you begin your fool's journey. Because people sit there when they start to go after their dreams and they get told, oh, you're foolish. Remember, every single hero, before they are a hero, is a fool. And so with the Fool card, you're beginning your hero's journey. And it may not always look the way that we had thought it would, the way that we had anticipated it. So here with the Fool, we have to be kind to ourselves, because there will be times when we will stumble. There will be times where things are just so much harder than you ever thought they were going to be. And there can be times where you want to kind of walk away from the dream and say, is it worth it? And just think, no, it's not. But with your heart is not even remotely willing to give up on you. Your heart, you are looking behind the veil. And this is an astoundingly intense time. This isn't going to be like, oh, easy walk in the park type of energy. This is like, whoa, this is heavy. This is heavy stuff. And what you're looking at here is you're looking at behind the mask that you wear, because we all wear a mask in our waking world. And you're looking at behind the mask that others wear. Now, some wear more of a mask than others, but there is the sense here of looking at the truth of things, seeing the truth of things, in your heart, seeing the truth in the depth of the waters and the passion of the soul and the beauty of your existence that you want to move forward in. And it's being connected with your angels and your spirit guides. It's listening to their riddles and their rhymes and finding reason. And it is moving forward in power and truth, in connection, in understanding, and in, dedication to self and to soul. And as you do so, you're going to start to be a little bit more bluntly honest with yourself, okay? Which can be a bit intense, but also is going to be needed to hear, because your soul and your heart are saying, let me speak my truth. I need to speak my truth because I need to be heard. I need to move forward. And as you do so, you start to become the defender of your heart, of what you want from this world, of the way that you want to move forward. And that is so important. It's drinking deeply of the waters of your success and your truth, your beauty and your brilliance. And it is moving in that direction so much more powerfully, so much more purposefully than you have been. Your heart matters, Leo. And this is a time where you can't just kind of like push through it, because sometimes we just want to push through. It's kind of like, okay, listen, my heart doesn't matter as much. Just keep going. Emotionally, you're going to need to tap in. And that is going to be a really powerful, powerful thing for you during this time. The Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All right. So if you have this energy within your chart, this energy is really coming forward. If you don't, it is the emotional side of things coming forward, saying this is slow go. Right, you're not going to be able to move as quickly as you want to. All right, as you break free from the vampiric energy, you have to be kind to yourself. But as you move forward and as you defend your heart, you defend what you love, you become this passionate, powerful person, and you claim your crown, you claim your throne, and it leads you, as you're doing this, it leads you, which sounds rather odd, but it leads you to a place of nightmares, of doubts and of fears, and what if I drop the ball, and what if, things don't work the way that I want them to? What if it's always going to be so much harder than I ever expected? And here's the thing, and I know it's not a popular thing to say, but it is always going to be so much harder than you expected. And sometimes when you expect things to be super hard, they're going to be easier because you've kind of psyched yourself out. But life is hard. It is hard, and it has us facing our fears in a way that sometimes it feels like, you're just going straight at them. It's like you're running at this brick wall, and divinity is saying it will crumble. And you are saying, but I feel broken. Like, how much longer can I do this? How much more is it that I'm supposed to bear? And the night, not the night, but the night, the darkness of the Nine of Swords, the nights when the doubts and the fears come so much more readily, so much more powerfully, is a time of making us feel that we can't. But this is a time of looking and saying, okay, it's painful, but there is a ladder here. There is a way out of the doubts and the fears. And it comes through confronting them head on. And that's why you have the Virgo energy right here. It's not going to be the most pleasant, because the instinctual reaction of having to face things that are so difficult is going to be to run away. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But if you keep on trying, and believe me, I have, if you keep on trying to outrun your shadow, one day you're just going to be so tired and you stop, and it's still right there behind you. So here it is looking at the truth of what you want. It's looking at the power of your dreams and your soul and yourself and the passion that you desire, and saying, I'm claiming it, because you are claiming it. You are claiming a truth that is so powerful that it can seem overwhelming. It is claiming your soul's wish, your star's desire, okay, this sense of the highest form of your perfection. And it's looking at it and it's saying, where is it that I want to be? What is it that I desire? What is it that I want? What is it that I need? And it's opening up your heart to this. It's opening up your soul to it. And it's being empowered. It's being emboldened. It's moving forward in such a way that it is so much better than you had expected. But it's going to be very quiet. It's going to be very personal. Okay, I actually love the pairing of the High Priestess with the Hermit. I think they go together absolutely spectacularly. Okay, they really do, because they play off of the energy of each other. They're both very quiet, very introspective, very contemplative, and that's what you're going to be, and that's what your heart needs during this time. It needs you to open up your arms to you and say, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. I got your back. It's kind of like ride or die, right? You have your own back. It starts with the confidence of self and of soul, the passion, the power, the beauty, the dignity of self. And that's what you are embracing. And you will see it brings you a strength, Leo, that is beyond the realms of comprehension. I mean, you are already an astoundingly strong person, but the strength that an evolved Leo really embraces is the strength of the heart, the strength of the soul, the strength of kindness, which is what the rest of the world kind of laughs at, right? But when you aren't as evolved and the way the world looks at things is like brute force strength, just keep on, just keep on breaking it down, just keep on being strong, being unyielding, pushing forward, be like a bulldozer. And that is going to be the exact opposite of what you need. But because things can be intense, and that's what we're told strength is, that's what you're going to feel more comfortable with. And that's what most people feel more comfortable with. It's kind of like when you're exercising and you hurt and you get like a little twinge. You start to hurt just a little bit. And it's kind of like, okay, no pain, no gain, right? But sometimes, that pain is there for a reason. Stop, pay attention to it. Just don't think, oh, I have to push through it, because then something bigger can happen. This is a time where you look at yourself, and you might need to baby yourself just a little bit. It's not, stopping, but it's saying, okay, I need to be kinder to me. I need to be more compassionate to me. I need to see why there are the doubts and the fears and the angers and the upsets. And as you do so, then in the public arena, you become unstoppable. You really do. There's a celebration of self. There is being that boss that everybody wants to work for type of energy around you. Because for me, the Six of Wands, the best way to describe it is either that boss that nobody wants to work for, the one who is always angry, who always points out everybody's flaws, who is, just way negative and way makes you dread going into work. Or then there's that boss that builds you up, that says, well done, that works with you kind of to really shine your strengths. And so here with the Six of Wands, what type of boss are you for you? How are you moving yourself forward? How are you celebrating yourself? Are you celebrating yourself, Leo? Or is every good thing you do also something that you sit there and think, oh, well, I should have done that, and I should have done it before, so almost good job. But look at all the things that I still have to conquer, that I still have to move forward in. Because the High Priestess is saying, it's time to stop thinking like that. It's time to lift the veil and to see the truth of your worth, of your soul, of yourself, of your compassion, of your power, of your beauty, of your dignity, and move forward in a celebration of you. And in the public arena, you start to really, sit there and say, okay, I did that well, good job. It's not, being egotistical about it. It's just simply being fair to yourself. Good job, well done. And you will see the energy around you starts to change. The way people interact with you starts to change. And it moves you forward to being a queen. It moves you forward to being passionate, to not being afraid to roll up your sleeves, to going after what you want and what you desire, and to moving forward to a love, a beauty, and a radiance that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You are, embracing queenliness here. So with queenliness, it's more behind the scenes than kingliness. Kingliness I see as being more kind of the actor upon the stage. Queenliness is the director behind the scenes. And so here there's going to be this sense of, Spirit is saying serene power around you. And as much as you would like to be in the forefront of things, or you may be in the forefront of things, there's going to be this quietness to you. There's going to be this contemplative introspectiveness that is really going to be quite beautiful. You're embracing passion, you're embracing what you desire, you're looking at the magic within, which for me tells us that we're looking at the God's head within us. We're seeing that spark of divinity. It's knowing that stardust runs through our veins, that, our greatest power and our greatest worth is hidden within us, because that is the last place we ever look for it. And that is what Brahma said. So here, you're embracing that power, you're embracing that worth, and you are looking forward. You are looking at what it is that you want. And you're seeing things not as being so insurmountable as they were before, not so overwhelming. Before, you looked at the world and it was huge and you were so small, right? And yes, it can still feel that way, but you hold the whole world in your hand, and you do, and you're looking out at things. And instead of being simply behind the walls, you are seeing the world open to you. You are seeing yourself open to what you desire, what you want, what you need, what you long for from life. And it's not as scary as it once was. Yeah, you're getting out of your own head and you're embracing your passion. And as you do so, you see a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. With the Death card, yes, this is Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. But it is also this sense, of coming together, of knowing that we are constantly changing. Who we once were does die away, and where we want to stand does come forward. And so here, with this energy around you, it is a sense of empowering yourself. It is a sense of seeing things more equalized, seeing things more kind of leveled out, and looking at it more openly, more honestly for you, and being empowered and being emboldened because of it. It is knowing that we rise every single day from the ashes of sleep into a new consciousness, into a new dawn, and a new way forward. And that really does lead you to a place of success and a place of powerful being. Now, let's go deeper, because Lord knows this wasn't deep enough. And I'm sorry, Leo, if it feels like, you've been hit with a lot, because Spirit has hit you with a lot. But there is a lot here. There is so much here that moves you forward and that empowers you. And it's like, I'm not going to be held back anymore. Let me see more deeply for Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. More deeply for Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Show me more deeply for Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Show me more deeply for Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, okay. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. You have 2 bonus cards. Awesome. And let's see the people you are to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people Leo is to be mindful of? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people Leo is to be mindful of? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Who are the people Leo is to be mindful of? October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. Ooh, goodness. So we have the Queen of Swords here, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is going to be somebody, they don't necessarily have to be an air sign energy. This is going to be somebody who is very hard to connect to. They come across a little bit haughty, a little bit separate. Now they can be dealing with a lot of things on their own plate, which can definitely be true. They're very cutting, they're very to the point, they're very blunt, and it's going to be a bit more than you can deal with right now. Kind of, Spirit is saying the truth that they are speaking is a bit more than can be dealt with. So it's kind of like they're not taking into account your feelings, your emotions, and they're just saying things plainly factually, okay, or the way that they see it factually, and they're not taking in the human condition. And that's going to be a very hard place for a hard person for you to stand with, or hard ideas for you to grasp during this time. And remember, these do not have to be people we know in real life. They can be people who are affecting us through any form of media, any form of connection, with their energy and their words. Then we have the Princess of Swords, okay? So this is a person who's younger, all right, or has younger energy to them, not as traditional as the Queen of Swords. And this is going to be, again, somebody who can just be very blunt and very to the point, and maybe even a little bit flighty at times. Yeah, and then we have Justice. This could be Libra energy. Well, this is Libra energy. So this right here, the king, the princess, and the queen of Swords could very well be this Libra energy right here. A time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. This could be a person who's immature in some areas of their life, you know, as all people are, and very mature in other areas of their life, which again, all people are. So here with Justice, there's a balancing of the scales. There is a sense here of cutting through doubts and fears. And this could be a person that's just kind of like, well, just do it. And they don't have the compassion that you need at this time. And they could be very kind of letter to the law, kind of like white page, black print. That is what it is. And you need somebody who sees the multitude and the shades of gray, the depth and the dimension of things during this time. And it can be, if you're going through legal matters, which maybe some of you Leos are, there is a sense of things, of words being twisted, okay? And things being very kind of letter of the law type of thing, and the compassion not being there. So just kind of step back for a moment and know that prosperity walks with you and passion walks with you. There can just be a little bit of a disconnect here with the knowledge of it, okay? Yeah. So that is something that Spirit wants. It could be just one of you to be mindful of during this time and looking at the wisdom that comes your way. So we have the Ten of Cups, which is like, thank goodness, and they all live happily ever after, right with the Queen of Wands, which is awesome. Then we have the Ten of Swords, which is my Minor Arcana Death card. So you have the repeat of the number 10. This is a new cycle starting. Emotionally, you're moving forward. Mentally, there are still a lot of scars that are there, but there's a sense of looking at the hurts and the pains and the disappointments that you have been through. You then have the Emperor, Aries energy, coming forward. March 21st to April 19th is the time frame. And this is over the High Priestess. This is over the Knight of Cups. And this is a sense of embracing power, of moving forward in strength, of knowing your worth. It can be very conflicting energy with the High Priestess, but if you embrace your heart and know your soul, it's going to be, and take your emotional truth very seriously, it's going to be a beautiful combination. You then have the Five of Wands. This can be chaos for just the sake of chaos, doubts and fears coming forward. It does fit in very, very well with nightmares, where it's kind of like this conflict inside keeps moving forward with you. Judgment is moving you forward. It's over the Hermit, so as you turn inward, you start to hear the call of your angels. You start to hear the call of yourself so much more openly, so much more honestly. And then it moves you to the Six of Wands. Six of Wands over the Six of Wands. Definitely a celebration here. As the world moves forward, there's a sense of doubt and fear and thinking, I can't do it. But there is a very strong connection here with the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a person who will be aiding you, as Spirit has shown above. But this is also a sense of looking at your prosperity, you know, looking at your bounty. The Wheel, okay, things are changing. This is, again, the repeat of the number 10. So now you have 10 3 times, which are things changing within your life. There's a new cycle, a new passion, a new power, a new beauty coming forward. You have the Moon, a facing of fears. And that's what a lot of this time is for you here, Leo. It's facing the fears that have held you back, or that have made you think that you don't deserve a happily ever after. And it's saying, oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. And it might not be the conventional happily ever after that we see, you know, depicted time and time again in Disney movies, but it is a happily ever after that is happy and contented for your heart, your soul, and yourself. And there is a sense here of seeing that the shadows, the shadowing of things, holds a depth and a beauty that is so much more than you expected. So we have the 10 of Cups over a need for a changing of mind, changing of life, and a need to release the vampiric energy that is around you. Once you start doing that, okay, once you start kind of turning and seeing beauty and love and positivity, healing. It's not always, you might sit there and say, okay, things are dire. It's healing. It's starting a healing process. It can be just between you and your angels, just between you and your spirit guides. And it starts to open up doors. And it starts to lead you towards this blessing of prosperity, of beauty, of a coming together. And it has you here as the Queen of Wands. As you look at your dreams, you see yourself embracing power, embracing understanding, embracing your truth and your passion and your magic, which is the God's head within you. And then we have the Fool's Journey. And what can be holding you back is all the heartbreaks, all the pains, all the disappointments that you have been through during your life. All the times you have felt betrayed and angry and upset and as if you just can't. And so here with the Ten of Swords, you're looking at things and you're realizing that this is the darkness before your dawn. This is the being able to see the eye of the storm, the calm amidst the chaos. And this is arising, knowing that yes, each sword has been painful, but it has been a lesson hard earned and well fought for. It is a power that now you are stepping into, and that is defining you in an astounding way, and has defined you in an astounding way. Your path forward, okay, your Fool's Journey, your hero's path, has a wisdom to it, has a coming together of knowledge and of understanding that has been fought for and tremendously well earned. Then we have the Aries energy here, okay, the emperor claiming his throne. There is a sense of a release of other people's expectations and a claiming of your own, a moving forward in the heart's truth and the heart's joy. As you do so, you look at things so differently, and you claim this throne with a deep spiritual power behind you and a deep spiritual connection. And yes, at times you fall and you fail because you're human and that's what humans do, but there is this beauty around you. You're going to try and trip yourself up. It's not on purpose, but it is kind of like a preconditioning. It's kind of like, oh, you really think you can do this? Oh, you really think you can move forward this way? Or you have energy around you that as you start to pull yourself out of chaos, kind of pulls you back in. Fights that start off as stupid little nothings that can explode into something huge. So be mindful of this. It can even be within yourself, like something that starts off small and you're like, oh, I can't believe I didn't do this, or oh, I can't believe, that happened, can just explode into something so much more intense emotionally than you had anticipated. So be kind to yourself as you move forward, but also look at why it's hitting you so hard and how powerfully you're moving forward. Because there is a healing here, and there is a sense of confronting the chaotic, the pain that comes forward in our lives. And as you heal, you turn inward. And as you turn inward, you see your truth more, you see your angels more, you see your power more. And it moves you to a prosperity, it moves you to a success, it moves you to a coming together of truth and an embracing of reality that really does celebrate you. It's being that person that celebrates, that's being that person that builds up not only yourself, but also it can be those around you, but first and foremost, it is yourself. So it's not only you, it kind of radiates outward. It's kind of like this energy of positivity, this energy of bountifulness. It radiates out and it pulls you up to more. And it has you embracing your queenliness. It has you embracing your throne, your power, your new dawn, your new day, your joy and your sunshine. And then we have the Eight of Swords, the worry, doubts, and fears as the world opens up. It's like, well, can I do this? Or, should I move forward this way? And it's saying here, get out of your own head. Don't overthink it to the point of, catastrophe. Think about it, Leo. Don't just charge off ahead, but don't sit there and cage yourself with negative, angry thoughts that say, this is how I failed and I'm never going to be able to redeem myself. It's like, no, this is what I've learned. And I'm so much more powerful because of it. And it brings you to prosperity. It brings you, as you have this kind of dying away of the old self, this rebirth of the new, you have these two cards here that your roots symbolize transformation. And then you have judgment, which symbolizes resurrection. It moves you to prosperity. It moves you to power and abundance and intensity of the way that you see the interconnectedness of what you want. And it moves you to where you need to be. And as you do so, you're on a roller coaster ride. Things are changing. You're entering into a new season. You're entering into a new dawn, a new understanding. And as things change, right, you face fears that have held you back. You face angers and disappointments and upsets and traumas and dramas. And you see that by the silvery light of the moon, by the compassionate light of the reflection of the sun, you find a truth. And you know that fear is what has kept our ancestors alive, what keeps us alive. Because if you're afraid of things, it's a good warning not to do it, right? But living in fear is never where we want to be. And because our world is so different from that of our ancestors, we're not hunter-gatherers we're not hunter-gatherers anymore. And even just in the last 100 years, the world has changed so much that for our psyches and for ourselves, it is hard to keep up with. And so when we have fears, a lot of times they're not something we can fight. They're something that almost feels out of our control. And so here, it is looking at things and saying, okay, fear keeps me alive. Fear keeps me safe, but fear is not ruling me. And it's kind of reining it in just a bit and a bit, and seeing the depth and the beauty within the world around you. The shadows aren't holding monsters. They're holding dreams. They're holding possibilities. And life is changing towards those possibilities. Okay, let's see what your spirit animal energy is. Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020 with Leo. October 1st to the 15th, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. We have here the grasshopper spirit. Take the leap of faith. Take the leap of faith and have faith within yourself. Leap and see what you discover. See what becomes of that leap, what becomes of the power that is you. And then we have here the cat spirit. Claim your independence. Claim your independence. Claim your truth. Know your worth. And what's really cool about the spirit animal energy is that whenever you see these animals in the wild or an image of these animals, that's when God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, taps you on the shoulders and says, Leo, remember this. Remember to claim your independence and take your leap of faith. Remember that you are moving forward, and remember that you are worth the crown that you are wearing, and it is a beautiful, beautiful crown. So let's see your subconscious message. The pig spirit. It says, you use your mind wisely. And I was just about to say, you are wise. Know that you are wise and use your mind wisely. Your subconscious person message is Scorpio energy. Okay, we have that coming through loud and clear within the reading. This is a transformative time. This is a deeper time than you expect. This is a way deeper reading than I had anticipated at all for you. And there is a power, there is a determination, there is a dignity to you that even in the eye of a storm, or even, as like you see the chaos around you and as you move forward, is absolutely tremendously brilliant and beautiful. Your subconscious chakra message is life purpose. And this is the throat chakra. This is the throat chakra that I was seeing before, that spirit was showing me. And this is a sense of moving towards and speaking your life into purpose, speaking your life truth. What words do you use? How do you guide your life, your soul, yourself? How are you moving you forward? How are you climbing the steps to your beauty, your power, your purpose on this earth? Subconsciously, you are moving towards this life purpose. And that's why it seems like it's such an upward battle, because climbing so many steps is not easy. Your subconscious tarot message is the Four of Cups. Divinity is handing you a gift that isn't easily seen and isn't where you're looking. Also, when divinity hands us a gift, it's kind of like when we read the old tales of ancient Greece, and we read about when the gods showed themselves to people. And usually they show themselves as beggars. There's that beggar motif in every single, every single mythology, every single religion that has existed on this earth. And so here, what I'm seeing is when divinity hands you this cup, it's not going to be the shiniest, beautiful cup that we would think it would be. It's going to be something very plain, very simple, very quiet, very calm. Drink deeply of it. It will be exactly what your soul needs. To go deeper into this subconscious message, ooh, goodness, that was loud, is death once again. That dying away of the old self, that rebirth of the new, the stepping into new power, the understanding of that something greater is coming, of knowing that things are changing. And it might not be an easy change, but it is a profound and much needed change. It is a change that rocks you down to your very core, that has you looking at things so differently than before, and has you seeing things so much more powerfully, right? This is the great equalizer. This can also be saying, because we've had it show up now 3 times, be a little bit cautious. Not that anything bad is happening, but be a little bit cautious because you're going through such transformation that it can lead you feeling rather raw and vulnerable. So you want to be a little bit cautious with this energy around you. It is walking between worlds, okay? It's being highly connected to the spirit world, which we do see here that your psychic development is really coming forward. So as you have this deeper connection and this deeper truth, there is this power to you, there's this brilliance to you, and it lets you walk between worlds so much more easily, the spiritual world and the practical world. And there is a sense of really connecting to this transformation in a profoundly deep way, and connecting to the waters of your spirituality, the depth of your soul, and what it is that you truly desire from life and from yourself. All right, Leo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Now let's end this reading with a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace a transformation that is profound, that is deep, and that rocks us to our core. As we look at the world in a way that we had never expected, but in a way that is profound and beautiful for us. As we embrace these transformations, and as we embrace the power of our hearts and the beauty of our voice. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. I love how the bowls sing for you, Leo. May you move forward in peace and in harmony and in blessings.